Hello everyone, welcome to All About QA channel. Today, let's get started with the coding part on whatever we have discussed on the first video. If you have not yet watched the first video, please click on the I button to refer it. Alright, now let's try to create the first pop-up here that should contain two text fields, one for header, one for file name, and two buttons OK and cancel. To do that, I'll be opening Eclipse here. Just double click on the icon. As soon as you'll double click, you'll see a pop-up something like this. Here in the workspace, you can give any folder that is available in your system and click on the launch button, but I'll click on the cancel button because I have already opened Eclipse in my system. So once the Eclipse will be opened, you'll get some screen like this. You can close the welcome tab here. So now we need to create a project. To create a project, either you can click on create a project link here, or you can go to file, new. I'll just go once again, file, new, other. So you can see here we can create different types of project in Eclipse. Either you can create Eclipse or Gradle or Java project, but I'm interested to create Maven project here. I'll select Maven project option here. I'll click on next. So once you click on next, one screen will come, and here you need to check this checkbox because we don't need any archetype selection right now. Click on next. Now in the group ID and artifact ID, you can enter any text whatever you want. I'll just give something like this: youtube dot all about qa dot auto screenshot. So auto screenshot is our project name. I'll keep it caps. So this is my project name. I'll give it here. Basically, this group ID is about your organization and your artifact ID is about your project that you can give here. I'll give auto IT, auto SS for screenshot. Version will be 0.0.1. Packaging, I'll keep it as jar. I'll click on finish. It will take few seconds. Now you can see the project folder is created now. If I'll expand it, you'll see this is the folder structure for your Maven project. You'll get a pom.xml file. We'll discuss about the pom of file when we'll be writing code for the Word document. So for the timing, now our Maven project is created in the Eclipse. Now if I'll open the pom.xml file, you can see here whatever group ID, artifact ID and version ID that you have entered on the initial phase, that is available here in the pom file. Anyway, we'll discuss it later. So now let us start writing the code. For that, I'll be creating one package here. So here you can go and create one package. I'll give the package name as initialization. This is my first package where we'll be keeping some classes here. I'll create another package here. I'll give it as utilities. Basically package name should be in lowercase letter. I'll keep it utilities. So basically in the initialization package, we'll be having one class which will contain the main class, and from that we'll be calling all those methods, like for creating pop-up or taking a screenshot. We'll be writing different functions. Those functions will be available in the utilities package in a different class. So now let us, in the initialization package, let us create a class here. To create a class, you can go to new, you can select here class. Let us give the name of the class here. I'll give init. The first letter of your class should be in caps. I'll include the public static void main because I want the main function to be available in the init class, so that the JRE can call the main function that is available in the init. I'll click finish. Here you can now you can see the template is generated here, and in the utilities will be creating one class. I'll create a class in the similar way. We'll create a class and I'll give the class name as, maybe I'll give the class name as dialog, generate dialog, g dialog. I'll not include the main function here because I don't want that. I'll click on finish. So you'll see that class is available here. Let us write a function here. I'll write public void. I'll give the method name as fn underscore generate dialog. So this function is to generate dialog boxes. So for the timing I will just write, I'll just test it whether our program is running or not before we'll start writing the code. I'll just write hello world in the init class. I'll try to call the same function that we have written here in the G dialog box Java, right? In this function we'll just try to call and we'll see whether our program is running or not. I'll create an object here is equal to new J dialog. Let us try. You are getting one error here. Just keep your mouse cursor here. You will get the suggestion. It is asking to import GDialog class that is available in the utilities package. Because GDialog class is available to different package, we need to import this package so that we can use this class. Now we can use object, press a dot. You will see all the available methods will be available here. You can see here fn generate dialog, this method that we have created here, right, in the G dialog class. The same method is available now because we have included the package here. Now we'll just try to run it and we'll see whether our program is running or not. For running you can go to init, click on right click, run as Java application. You can see my program is running here. Java has many inbuilt dialog boxes available within it. So to use it, we can use a class called JOptionPen. To get more idea on JOptionPen, we can go to Google. Just Google it for JOptionPen. You will see the first site, Oracle's official site. You can go there. You can go through it. They have given a very good documentation on how to use JOptionPen. So if you see, JOptionPen is a subclass of a J component class which includes static methods like your show confirm dialog, show input dialog, show message dialog, option dialog for creating and customizing dialog boxes using simple code. So out of these we can use any of these depending upon our requirement, but I am going to use show confirm dialog. So let's try to create a very basic pop-up here. I'll just comment it out. I'll do one thing. Let me increase the size of the font. You can go here, basic text font. I'll increase it to 14 maybe. Apply. Okay. Now let me do one thing. So let's try to create a very basic pop-up here. J option, JOP. Then you can give control space dot. After giving dot, you can see there are many options available for JOptionPen. Now whatever we have seen in the Oracle's official site, you can see all those methods are available here. However, all these methods are being overloaded. So as per our requirement, we can use any of these methods. I'll be choosing the last option here for the show confirm dialog. You can see here there are around 6 parameters which is expected by this method. So if you come to the first parameter, that is your parent component, that is nothing but if you want to include your dialog box to any frame, JFrame, and you can pass the object of that JFrame here in this first parameter. Message is nothing but whatever message or text you want to display on the dialog box, that message you can pass it here. Title will be title of your dialog box. Option pen, if I'll show you here, you can, these are constants actually. JOP control space and I'll click dot. If you can see here, there are many options available here. This no option, okay cancel option, these are all your option types for your JOptionPen. These are nothing but what buttons you want in your dialog box, whether you want okay or cancel button, or you want only okay button, or you want yes no cancel, three buttons in a pop-up, only yes no option. Depending upon our requirement, you can choose any of the buttons, right? So I'll be choosing okay and cancel button. That will serve my purpose. Somewhere it will be here. Here is there okay cancel option. But you can see that this JOptionPen at the left hand side, you can see it is returning some value. When you choose the cancel button, it will be returning value known as your 2. So it will be returning some integer value. We can probably catch the integer value here. I'll give option option. Now you can see in the message type I'll just these are all constant values. Give a dot. Now you can see there are many options available here. Now the message type is nothing but what kind of dialog box you want, whether it is a error dialog box or it is a default one, or you want a information message. So for the timing I want only plain message here. In the dialog box I'll select plain message. Now icon is nothing but if you want to include any certain images in your pop-up, then that time you can select icon. However, I will make it null for the timing, so that we'll just quickly see how does this pop-up looks. I'll give a semicolon here. Okay. Now in the parent component for the timing I'll make it null. In the feature, however, we'll use it. Message, I'll just pass one string here. I'll write message. In the title I'll write title, maybe I'll just write test. Control S. Now we'll run this program and we'll see what pop-up is coming here. You can see here, right? Now the pop-up is coming here. We'll just check this one. Now the message that we have given here as a string is populated at the middle of this pop-up or dialog box. This test will be your title over here, and the cancel option, because you have given cancel a button here, so it is coming cancel. OK will be coming as by default. If you'll use any dialog box, OK will come. Now in the plain message we have given, that is why there is no images included here, and null because we have given icon as null, that's why there is no user defined images here. Let us change few parameters and check how does it look. I'll click on OK for the timing. Let us change this plain message to some error message. We'll see how does it look. Right, this is an error message. Let me run it now. You can see here, right, this pop-up has some image here, one cross symbol is there. So this is, if you select error message, you will get this image. Now if you want to override this image and put your own user defined image, that time your icon parameter will be used. We will be using few images for our look and feel at the latter phase of our videos. Then we'll come to null here. So as I discussed, this is part of your frame. Let me change few more options. This cancel button I'll change. We'll see how does it look. Maybe I'll put 3 buttons, yes, no and cancel option. Okay, let me run it. Now you can see, right, there are 3 buttons available here in the dialog box. You are getting this cross because you are using error message. Let me change this error message to something else. Maybe I'll change this to question message. Let us see how does it look. I'll run it. You can see one question mark is here and 3 buttons are there because we have given here 3 buttons, yes, no, cancel option. So depending upon our parameters, we'll get the pop-up. Now the question comes, how do we include 2 text boxes here, right? So we just see here there are 2 text boxes are needed. This we'll discuss in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe this channel.